When the day starts in the morning, so we do a morning briefing with all the HODs in the morning. And prior to that, day before, we have our in the evening we do a briefing for the next day, whatever arrival departures are there, whatever in-house moments are happening, banquets are happening, and all those things. So a day prior only, we do our meeting so that the next day when everybody comes in the property, so we are mentally prepared about the movement of the hotel. So that's how then in the morning when we do our briefing, we speak about the entire day movement, what is happening, and then we start our day. We majorly it's a business hotel which is very close to the Mumbai Exhibition Center, and lots of corporates are close by. So our main focus is always on the breakfast part. So we make sure that lots of our managers be around during the breakfast time and make sure that all the breakfast meal, which is the most important for a business traveler, is being taken care. And that's how then at the lobby also we make sure our HODs are present and we make good farewell of the people who leave our hotels and who are staying at house. That's how the day goes. About the maintenance part, it's been a 16 years old property, but we make sure that all the rooms which is there in the hotel is like a guest is coming and staying as if it's a brand new property, So that's how the maintenance part is always taken care. We don't sell any of our room which is having any of the maintenance issues. That's the most important thing. We make sure that we take care of our hotel. That's it. Thank you. So basically, as I said, that this is a business hotel. The most important thing which we concentrate on the breakfast and the room, the sleep is very important for a business traveler who come to the hotel. So when we say that all the HODs, especially operational HODs, like my front office manager, my executive housekeeper, my chief engineer, and myself, my hotel manager, we check all the arrivals room, and none of our arrival room we allot without an inspection by the senior managers. Whenever we are planning, whenever we are having a banquet events, we do a proper pre-con of the banquet, and all the notes which guest wants, we share with the entire departments. Then whenever there is a restaurant is busy, I as a general manager always believe in doing a multitasking. As COVID-19, you know it very well, it has hit the hospitality industry in a big way. So multitasking is very important. HOD of all the departments come together, and my front office manager at times work in F&B. My F&B manager sometimes comes in the lobby to assist the checkout. My housekeeper, she is always available, during the operation hours. So that's how it's all about the team who comes together, and we make sure that the guest feels comfortable, and we believe in repeat guests. My ratio for guests staying in house is almost like I have 60% long staying on an average of 15 days length of stay who stays with us. So that's how we make sure that each and every guest has been treated as a VIP, and we take care of them so that they can come back and stay with us again and again. Thank you. So once again, I will tell you, as it's a business hotel, so the budget which we prepare, we make sure that the revenue wise we always exceed than what we have prepared the budget. We are always very, very, very much into a focus of a revenue business. Expense wise, we make sure that three costs, which is the major, which is always a part of a P&L, like our HLP cost, our payroll is in place, and our purchase. So we do every month with all the head of the departments, we do a P&L meeting which schedule in second week of the month, where we discuss the expenses and the revenue which we have generated last month, and we make sure that if anywhere we can save the money, or any business where we can take more revenue, we are always very closely monitor the same, and we keep our GOP high, so that in our industry, revenue and the profit matters a lot with the guest satisfaction and keeping a hotel into a success ratio. Thank you. So I believe how beautiful is the property you build. Until human touch is not there, you won't get a success. So each and every guest who comes to the hotel, we make sure a senior manager from the department personally meet at arrival, during the stay, and during the departure. Human touch is very important for a successful hotel. I have seen many hotels in past who have built a beautiful hotel or beautiful resort, but that human touch, if it is missing, the hotel has really not done great. This is 60 years old property, and till date we make sure that our guest satisfaction ratio is high, and we make sure that each and every guest who stays in the hotel are comfortable, and when they leave, they should be happy, so that whenever they want to come back, they choose our hotel and they recommend our property to others. That is the most important thing, That's the reason our occupancy ratio year to date is almost close to 90% plus. Thank you. So when it comes to we are a business hotel, and we make sure that the long stay, as I told you, my ratio for a long stay is close to around 60%. So as a RHG, we are into taking care of our all the linen which we use in the rooms. We have a 10-cart place that if the guest doesn't want to change the towel, if the guest doesn't want to change the linen, they can put those cards on the bed, or they can just put the towel on the hanger where it is written that they don't want to change. This helps us, for our eco-friendly, to save the water, and the same can be used. Again, we do lots of things where, to keep the hotel eco-friendly. We avoid using plastic bottles. We use only glass bottles, and all those things are taken care just to make sure that we, as you know, that global warming is going on. But being a hotel, it is our responsibility to make sure that we take those responsibility, and we help our guests to give the best with keeping global initiative of keeping this great initiative in place. Thank you. So it is always like better to know what others are doing, what revenue is happening, what industry, how the trend is going. We being in Mumbai, it's a city hotel, it's a business hotel, and we are very close to a Mumbai exhibition center. So there are lots of events happen where a huge movement happen. So we make sure that whenever any such events happen, we keep our rates so that we get the best ADR. Apart from that, our team, I'll say teams, who just be there in the market. We have lots of foot soldiers who go in the market, and we keep ourselves updated with the market, what markets are doing, to make sure that we are not losing anywhere on the revenue in terms of F&B business, in terms of room business, or in terms of keeping the overall revenue in place, So lots of things we are doing. We get a STR report where we see what other hotels are doing. We keep a very close monitor on our online rates. We don't keep our online rates exorbitantly high or very low. We always see what market trends are happening, and accordingly we are keeping our OTA rates. From OTA, we get approximately around 25% business, which is a big chunk of my revenue, which keeps my ADR on a higher side. That's it. Thank you. So as the general manager, I make sure that I give the liberty to all my head of the departments a free hand to take care of the departments, and I meet very closely to my team people. I go to cafeteria. I have my breakfast in cafeteria to make sure that I'm around with my team. I always try to be as much as possible in the lobby to meet my guests. And again, business is the most important thing, revenue wise. I'm a front office person. I'm a person who came from a front office background. So the room revenue, the F&B revenue is the most important thing. I believe in, giving a, free hand to people to work in the department and to overall monitoring. I don't believe in, to work as a dominating leader, which like my way is highway. I don't believe in saying that, whatever I'll say will happen. I always accept the new ideas which comes from the head of the departments or from any departments, and we implement the same for the success of the hotel. And as I said, that it's been 16 years we are into industry, and we are just growing and growing. We are innovating lots of things. Like I'll just tell you that we have opened a shop called Meetha by Radisson, which is an initiative by Radisson, and we are the first hotel. We have opened this shop in 3 years that we are successfully selling Indian sweets, and we are the first hotel here. I'm proud for that we are selling Indian sweets to which generates a good revenue during Diwali. Year on year, we have seen increase in the business. That's how we always think out of our box to get the revenue, to make sure that team is happy, people are happy, and I believe that retaining the team member. All my HODs are close to working with me from almost a decade. It's been 10 years. Like my housekeeper, my purchase manager, my chief engineer, my hotel manager is there from almost 13 years. So I believe in retaining people. The moment you retain the team, as old the team is, the more it becomes it's like working in a family and believing that this is our own business, and we look upon it and we do the multitasking and we generate a revenue and make sure that people are happy at the hotel as well as the guest. Thank you.